Welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network podcast, where our mission is to support, educate, and promote informative content relative to the union labor community. For more information, a calendar of events, and union news and updates, you can visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and follow us on all social media platforms by searching ULA Network and/or the Union Labor Advisory Network. And now, on to the show.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network. I'm Mike Fina. Today, I'm extremely excited to have a good friend of labor on the network today, Russ Clayson from the Ironworkers Podcast, joining us today. Russ, thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Mike. Appreciate you.
It's great to have you on the ULA Network today. If you could share with the followers today who you are, how you got started in the Ironworkers, and how long you've been within the trades.
Yeah, so my name's Russ Clayson. Been an ironworker for about 12 years now. I got into the trades, I guess like most people, we just you need something better, and you go and find it. So I reached out to my dad, who's an ironworker as well. Retired now, but he was able to point me in the direction and got me going to sign up with Local 27 here at Salt Lake, and I came in, put an application, and then it's been history ever since. Just enjoying every day.
So, how long have you been with the Local 27 now in Salt Lake?
I've been with Local 27 for about 12 years now, going on 12. In June it'll be 12 years. Yeah.
And then I know you're an organizer now. So when did you transition from, I guess, being in the field and then into organizing? Yeah.
So about 3 years ago, I was offered the position. I applied for the position, and they, I wasn't hired after I applied, but they kept me kind of on the back burner. And then I am bilingual in Spanish, so I guess that kind of helped. But then the organizer that had the position, he eventually moved out and moved into a different position, and they offered me the ability to organize, and I jumped at it. I thought it was very fascinating and excited. So
that's great. And then is that what led you to the Ironworkers Podcast, or how did this get founded and started up?
Yeah, so it basically it goes hand in hand. There's a lot of time you want to get information out to the unrepresented workforce, and sometimes you hand them a card and on the job you say, give me a call. You get 5 seconds with them, right? And I figured, with the podcast I had, 45 minutes to an hour of their time while they're driving if they wanted to listen, and that's kind of how it started. Me and Tanner Reading. Kind of took it from there, and we went and purchased some podcasting equipment and just said, let's get our message out. There's ironworkers out there that want to listen, and you couldn't find one anywhere on any of the podcasting platforms. So we kind of broke the ice with it, and now there's quite a few out there. So.
Yeah, and that's actually how we connected online, right? So I think you might have had an Instagram post out there that I liked, or vice versa. We connected almost probably around a year ago during, I guess, the COVID time.
Yeah.
And just like you, during COVID and some of these more difficult times, just to reach out to the members and stay connected. I'm sure your podcast has been really a great benefit to some of the members that you deal with at your local, as well as nationally, as we're connected now as well, and I'm in New York, so your reach is pretty vast if you think about it.
The ULA Network would like to thank our sponsor, Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Local 1, for their support in helping to educate and promote union labor and our communities.
It surprises me every day when you get a message on Instagram and from a member that's an iron worker that's back east in Boston, or I get a message from you in New York or LA, or people from Canada reach out, and 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 I look at the stats, and we've got listeners in Australia, Belgium, we've got Russian people listening in Sweden, Australia, or Ireland. It blows me away. Chile. I mean, it's incredible to think that I'm part of something like that. That's, you know, getting its way around the world, and people are listening to my voice. And the one thing that kind of really just fascinated me was the fact that you kind of have some stats you can look at or whatever, and one of the stats was like an Alexa, right? So to me, to think that somebody said, "Hey Alexa, play the Ironworker podcast," just, you know, I came out of the lips of somebody's mouth, you know. I don't know why that just fascinates me like it does, but it's super cool. I think people are searching something that I'm putting out there, and you know, and listening to not what I have to say per se, but what others have to say, you know, getting our stories out there. People want to hear stories, and people, we're excited to have anybody on too, you know. I mean, we try and keep it as open as we can, and have real conversations. So, and it was great that you reached out to me, because, you know, for what you're doing as well is awesome. I appreciate everything you're doing to help labor grow, and we got to work together. So, without
a doubt, and your members, what you're doing, we talked before, it is inspiring work. And if you could raise awareness about what a great career opportunity is within the union trade or as an iron worker, and sharing that message across the world, really, like you said, hearing somebody from Chile, you know, out of states and different countries, and learning about what that career path could be, or the people that you have on your podcast, and you know, just sharing a day in the life of an iron worker, or what, you know, opportunities, the camaraderie or the brother and sisterhood that's there. It really is incredible. And you are building America. I mean, you're laying the foundation for some of these buildings and all the infrastructure that's going on across the country now, which is really great to see. Yeah. And you know, so all the work that you're doing, you know, you're at the forefront. You're putting that stuff out there. You're getting all the new tools, the microphones in front of you right now too, which was really cool. Hopefully I can get one of those as well. But I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing. You are inspiring to me, and I love watching some of the stuff that you and, you know, your whole crew is doing on Instagram as well. It's you know, it's fun. I mean, and you're making a job and career exciting, and it is a very difficult job to do. So there's a lot of risk involved as well, and you know, just making sure that you can, you know, blend that hard work and play together to make sure that you're having a great career path and a good paying job is something that we want to inspire and promote. So,
oh yeah, I mean, like, you know, we always talk about, and I think that colleges are pushed a lot onto these high school kids that really don't have interest in going to college, you know, and there is something out there that people can, or that these high school kids can benefit from, and there's a good career. And, you know, if you're willing to work hard, you can basically become whatever you choose to be. You know, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to have this platform and do it with some of my friends, you know, like Tanner, Kev, and Les, and our wives all support us, and Tanner's girlfriend supports us, and you know, just being able to, you know, have our full-time careers and are growing that, and then, you know, knowing that we're providing for our family, but we're also hopefully providing for information that others are looking for, that they're needing, you know, to try and get them in touch with other locals that they're around, and get them, you know, on the right path. So it's good. I'm fortunate to be around such great guys and have this opportunity. So meet you as well.
Thanks, Russ. Thank you very much. And hopefully I get a chance to meet you, the other crew. I do see, you know, Tanner and some of the guys on Instagram doing all, you know, all the good stuff. So like I think I mentioned before too, is like I wasn't sure if it was you or him with the beard, out in the field with some of the stuff. But again, thank you for everything that you guys do. Look forward to future podcasts with you and just learning more about some of the members and staff of Local 27 out in Salt Lake. So thank you, and look forward to catching up soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
You got it, man. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Union Labor Advisory Network. To stay in the loop, we ask that you please visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and sign up for our newsletter, where we're sending updates relative to the union labor community directly to your inbox. Thank you for supporting labor, and we'll see you next time.